Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Elucidate. I'm going to be dropping a video today on really explaining all of the controller settings that they have in xDefiant. I don't really think there's a video out there that kind of explains it for everybody. Kind of spent a few hours in the practice zone just kind of messing with the settings. Kind of my own take and twist and simplified way of explaining it to you guys, and what I found that was comfortable for my play style. Particularly, I am a run and gun type of guy. I am I don't know, kind of like a hybrid. I can anchor and I can do the run and gun, or I can snipe. I can kind of do it all, but for the most part I am a run and gun. I'm trying to run around the map. But this is just going to be a settings video kind of explaining it all to you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. If you do like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, because it is for free, man. It's free. Like, why wouldn't you want to do it? Why? Anyways, let's get straight into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Alright, guys, so xDefiant loaded up here. We're going to go straight into the settings, no messing around. Now, I'm not focused is going to be the controller settings. So, go over to the controller. I use the brawler layout. Reason being is the brawler lets you crouch with your right stick instead of the B. If you don't have paddles, or if you're just more accustomed to playing with the crouch on the right stick, which is me, because I do have a controller that does have designated remappable buttons, I just like this particular layout. Now, if it was up to me, I would like a custom control layout, but they haven't implemented that yet, but hopefully we see that in the future. Stick layout, default, aim assist, leave it at standard unless you want to disable it, you're a demon. Aim assist strength and follow, just leave that at 0. If you turn that down, of course, you're literally losing all your aim assist, and you're just going to be working with raw input, and you're not going to enjoy the game. Aim response curve, this is what I use, is linear, because that's your raw input. There's no dampening of the movement on your stick, so as soon as you put it in, input anything, I'm going to show you guys later as well what I mean by that. All these different response curves. Standard is going to be kind of like the entry level, something you kind of want to start off with until you kind of get a little bit more comfortable with the play style of the game, of course, and what you'll be doing in the game itself. Whether if you want to have a fun time, a bad time, it's just up to you. I mean, you really got to fine-tune these settings if you're playing on controller, because it does make a world of a difference in your experience. Me personally, I like linear. I have tried this reversed S-curve. S-curve is pretty nice. I did look into it because it did say that it was more into people that were adjusted for mobility. So if mobility is your first thing, then that reverse S-curve is going to be something really great, because whenever you are in those close combats, you're not going to spin too fast past that opponent. You'll still be able to lock on your hip fire and ADS if you need to. Reverse S-curve, that's so great for whenever you're looking at long range. It just really depends on the rest of the settings that you have, because you do, like I said, you do have to fine tune kind of everything. Putting my thing back to linear. Now, this is really low. I understand. 36 is really, really low. But I still can turn really, really fast. And the reason being is I'm going to show you on the setting below here in a second. So this is at 36, so it's equal whenever I'm looking up and down, left and right. And diagonal, of course. Aim sensitivity factor, this is whenever you're just aiming down sights, ADS. I put mine at 0.65 because it's not at half speed of the 0.36. It's a little bit more than the 36 that I have on my horizontal and vertical. With that speed, that means it's not the same as I'm turning and looking around. It's a little bit more slowed down, so whenever it does come to the fine tuning and having the linear, because of that raw input, I'm always having... I wouldn't say I have my thumb resting on the right stick, because that is not proper controller etiquette. But, you know, whenever you're making those fine, small adjustments, it really picks it up, so that way it's your raw input and you can actually adjust yourself as a player. Something that you can control, not something that the controller is keeping you from doing. Then the scope look, that's going to be for anything that's a 3 times, 4 times in the sniper scope. I turn this up just a little bit more because I noticed whenever I had it at half speed, it was just a little bit too slow. And whenever you're trying to do any kind of drag scopes or trying to move across the screen whenever somebody's moving, you know, having the little bit more of an faster speed is going to be great. So that's why I have mine at a 0.75. That's for the deeper and the higher zooms. Dead zones. Dead zones basically is how much you want to move your left stick and your right stick before it actually starts picking anything up, any kind of input in the game. So left stick is of course your movement, your left and right, up and down, and your right stick is of course you're looking around, you're spinning and all that great stuff. I just have mine at 1 because I do have a slight stick drift on both sticks. That's just for me constantly dropping my controller, being a dunce. But nevertheless, just 1, not too bad. Game is going to set you default at 10. And let me tell you, if you keep this at 10, you are not going to like the game. I promise you this. You turn this down before you get any kind of stick drift, chef's kiss, suave. Now this right here, this setting, this holy grail setting, is why I can have a low sense of 36 and still turn really, really fast. And I'm gonna go into the practice zone and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I mean here in just a second. This literally only applies whenever you do not have your sights aimed down. So no ADS. No ADS is affected by this multiplier, guys. That's huge. So if you need to do those quick turns, but you don't want to turn up your sensitivity because it's going to mess up the rest of your gameplay, this is something you really want to tweak. I have mine maxed out because I'm a little bit more of experience in FPS. I've been playing for a really long time. So I have this maxed out just because I like it that way. Inverted, if you do that, that's just because you played a lot of flight simulator games and stuff like that, so you're just kind of accustomed to it. Unless you've never played any kind of flight games, you just play that way, you're weird. Controller vibration, I just have mine turned off. Some people like it on. I just don't like it because I feel like it hinges with my aim. Just because I use my right stick and everything for my crouch and my aim and everything like that to slide around. So kind of important not to have any kind of vibrations, anything like that, especially since I do have a little bit of stick drift. Did notice whenever I did have any kind of vibration on in other games, it did hinker with where my stick drift would start heading towards, whether it feels like up and down. So it just depends. But other than that, really, this is all for controller, of course. I don't have mouse and keyboard because I'm playing on Xbox. Alright guys, here it is, the firing range. I'm gonna just go over here into the practice zone, and this is where I'm going to show you everything from the settings that I have for my sense and my controller. So like I said before, have it on linear 36. Since I have it on linear, it doesn't really feel too slow, because it's your pure raw input of what you're putting into the controller. So if you're more experienced and being a controller player, I'd really say anything over 2 years, I might as well give it a shot. You might be good at it. Now this is what's really cool about that 36. Once I move my right stick all the way to the left or right, up and down, it does turn really fast. And I'll show you what it will look like if I didn't have this multiplier all the way up to 2%. So this multiplier right here, acceleration speed multiplier, I'm going to turn this all the way down, and immediately a difference. So it's consistently all the way through the same sense. There's no acceleration. So if you like having that consistent sensitivity all the way through on your spins and while you're looking around, that might be something of your interest. But if you do that, then you do have to crank up your linear, your horizontal and your vertical sensitivities, because if you leave it at what I have it at, then it might not be efficient or comfortable to your play style if you're moving around a lot and you're bumping into people. So that's why I keep mine at that maxed out 2% multiplier, or that 2 times multiplier, because I'm still able to twist and run, and I'm able to keep my aim under control. Now back to the factors, the ADS factors. Like I said, these are going to be basically only affected whenever you're ADS'd. The top one is whenever you have iron sights and whenever you have red dots. That's it. Or the hollows, sorry. This one is going to be the ACOG, the 4x scope, and the sniper scope, and everything above. This is going to be based off of what your sensitivity is between off of these two here. It's not going to be affected by your multiplier, but it will be affected by your dead zones. So these are going to be the main ones that you want to worry about and really tweak, because this is going to be your bread and butter to the game and having a fun time. Now, you don't have to copy my settings, because this is what I found that was comfortable for me. And like I said, I've been playing FPS games for a really, really long time. And I am fortunate enough to just be, I wouldn't say an elite player, but I am kind of skilled. Just to be able to put out some high kill games and have a great time and not be bummed out whenever I am playing the game. Because I like to win, hate seeing round loss or, game loss. Don't like that. But nevertheless, I really hope you guys found today's video really helpful and seeing what xDefiant settings are for your controller. Now, everything that I said today, of course, is my personal settings, but I did go through and break down everything for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know why that sounds so weird. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. And I have to edit this all in because this is stupid. All right. No, I'm not. I'm going to cut it out. What am I saying? I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.